This meeting is held in Roselle Park Middle School Auditorium. It is an open session of the Roselle Park Board of Education held under the Open Public Meetings Act of the state of New Jersey. Notice that this meeting was sent to the Star Ledger, local sources, the Home News Tribune, the Borough Clerk, school offices, and the district website. Roll call, please.
President Harms. President Harms.
Here.
Vice President Baimonte. Susan Carstone.
Here.
Infante.
Here.
Dr. Brittany Kirkland.
Here.
Cindy Mago.
Here.
Jennifer McCarr.
Here.
Chris Monroe.
Here.
Constance Quintella.
Here.
Okay, that is loud. Compared to our other meetings, that is loud. So maybe we can just tone it down a little bit because, wow. Yeah. Let the record show that Mr. Baimonte has entered the courtroom. I mean, please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, let it be resolved that the Roselle Park Board of Education meeting hereby convenes to executive session for the discussion of the following subjects: attorney-client privilege. It is anticipated that the executive session will take approximately 60 minutes. The board may take action during public session. The board shall return to public session following the executive session at approximately 7 p.m. The minutes of the executive session shall be released to the public when the reason for executive session no longer exists. Do I have a motion to go into executive?
Make a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
In favor?
Aye.
We are in executive session. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Can I have a motion to go back and open?
Jen.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. At this time, well, before I open up the public portion to agenda items only. Last meeting, I made a statement that we had something in a policy, and it was Ms. McDermott. I'm pretty sure if I got the name wrong, I apologize, but I apologize. It is not in our policy. So again, accept my apology for making a statement that was wrong. At this time, I will open up the public portion on agenda items only. You have my timer? No. Oh, you motherfucker. Okay. Okay. Anyone wishing to speak, please come forward, state your name and address.
Mark Fernandez, 114 Locust Street. I'd just like to address personal item number 4. Z, thank you for your service. Thank you for the friendship you gave to me. You are a light on the board and you'll be sorely missed. Thank you.
Oh. Okay. Anyone else? Seeing none, I will close the public portion on agenda items only. This time we'll have the principal's report, Ms. Hanau. See?
Hello? Oh, much better.
So I put together a presentation for you. I don't know if it's easier for you to come on this side or turn your seat. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Mr. Garrido, Mr. Sabaholu, Board of Education members, and the Roselle Park community. My name is Elise Hanau, and I am the principal of Robert Gordon Elementary School. Robert Gordon currently has an enrollment of 308 pre-K to fifth grade students. Our students are incredibly talented, diverse, and come from loving and supportive families. It is an honor to serve this community as its school principal. Our school's vision is to increase student learning and have a lifelong positive impact on its students. I will speak to both of these points tonight. Everything we do at Robert Gordon is connected to and supports our students' learning in some way. It is our highest priority. I know a few weeks back, Mrs. Bodek presented our Start Strong data, and that raised a lot of concerns. So I will share a little bit about what we are doing to support our students. We look at student performance using multiple measures. Linkit, our students take 3 times a year, which assesses how our students do at grade level standards. Reading benchmarks are administered one-on-one, like you see the photo there, where a teacher or interventionist assesses a student's fluency, reading fluency, and their comprehension, and their performance in class. Mr. Salvo's team, Mrs. Brzeski, Ms. Robeson, take our spring Linkit data and NJSLA scores, and they're able to look at broad trends across the district, patterns across specific grade levels, and also dial it down and see really detailed information, like what specific topics or even down to the question students are struggling with or getting wrong. Mr. Salvo's team looks at all of that data and identifies which students need help and in what areas they need it. At Robert Gordon, we identified 57 students who needed reading intervention and 53 who needed math intervention. And we built the interventionist schedule around these students and their needs. So by the time our students took Start Strong, we had already identified our high support students, and our interventionists were already providing support during the school day. The students who need some support, so those are our students who are in that yellow that are they just need a little bit of help. Those students are being targeted during the standard-based after-school program. So Mr. Salvo's team also looked at all that data, identified those students, and those students are getting support after school right now in very specific standards. So by the time you sat and the Start Strong results were reported out, our first intervention block had ended. And out of the 57 students who received reading intervention, 30 had grown 1 reading level, 4 grew 2 reading levels or more, 9 had exited the program because they had met their goals and were ready for grade level reading, and the other 14 had their goals adjusted and they continued to receive intervention. So Start Strong is a state mandated test. We are required to take it and report the results, but the data is very shallow and it tells us very little. And by the time you're looking at the data, we have already taken several steps to address our students' learning needs. So we are right now currently in intervention block 2, right in the middle of it. This intervention block ends at the end of February, beginning of March. And by that time, our students would have taken Linkit Form B, They would have had another round of reading interventions, of reading benchmarks done. So we'll have updated information on their reading levels. At that time, we look at all of that data again, and we make adjustments to all of our intervention groups. Some students will have moved on or moved out. We look at what the needs are based on that information, and we make sure that the children that need our support are getting it. We also have literacy coaches from Rutgers that are helping our kindergarten and first grade teachers improve their reading instruction during the school day. Those grade levels are foundational in building a child as a strong reader. And in addition to crunching all of those numbers, Ms. Brzeski and Ms. Robeson, the instructional coaches, they meet with our teachers to review curriculum. They're in classrooms working alongside teachers to improve classroom instruction. So I know that at the start, Start Strong data took the wind out of a lot of people's sails, but know that we are more like a swimming duck. That on the surface, everything looks like business as usual, everything looks calm, but what you can't see, what's below the surface, is that we are hustling. We are making use of every available resource and every minute of our school day to help our students. So the second part of our vision talks about having a lifelong positive impact on our students. We know that in addition to having students prepared academically, we also want them prepared to believe in themselves, to get along with others, and to be culturally competent. We are a bucket-filling school, which means our teachers recognize students for being respectful, responsible, compassionate, and safe. We have monthly character pillars that we teach. This month, students learned all about the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in our daily announcements, and how to be an upstander and not a bystander from our school counselor. We have several homeschool connection projects throughout the year that help involve parents in their child's learning. This Friday is Special Persons Day, and family members are encouraged to share their occupation or special talents at school, instilling a sense of pride and putting on display all of the talent in our very own community. We want our students inspired by the people they see every day. Our incredibly supportive PTA has our calendar filled with fun activities for our students and families to enjoy. And I want to thank them for the countless hours that they volunteer and put in so that our students and families get to participate in all those activities. If you attended the winter concert, you heard and saw how talented our students are. Our Robert Gordon Rhythm Heroes performed for the very first time. It is a bucket drumming group of 4th and 5th graders that we started this year. We're the only school that has one. We are also offering students after-school programs that promote social emotional learning and embed learning, including robotics. We have a school newsletter, Cooking with Confidence, as well as a program that targets our ESL students after school. So tonight, I have the honor of talking to you about our safety patrol. I brought some photos so you can see for yourselves the amazing work that these students do in our school. In the fall, our school counselor, Ms. Dina Miwad, shares this criteria with the 5th graders, along with the responsibilities of the role. Several students volunteered for the role, but only 13 students were selected. Each month at Robert Gordon, we teach a different character pillar, starting with safety. Safety is one of our most important because it teaches students how every learner needs a safe environment in order to thrive. As the photos will show, our safety patrollers direct children, not traffic. They participate in a 2-month rotation and are rotated to different positions in the school building throughout the year. One of the many things they do is greet their fellow students with a warm smile. They escort our youngest students to their class, often holding their hands or helping them carry in their bags. They stand at the front of the school building alongside our teachers greeting students. They hold open every door on every floor. They are our student leaders and role models. You will often hear them telling their younger peers, "Have a great day, have a wonderful day," as they walk by. This is the way every student should start their day, staring up at a peer's smiling face, eager to help them and welcome them for the day's learning. Now that they have experienced how fulfilling it is to serve others, they ask for more volunteer opportunities. They often find me in the hallway and will say, "Can we volunteer in the pre-K? Can we volunteer in the kindergarten? Can we help with the fire drill?" They have learned that at the heart of every leader is someone who is deeply committed to serving others, and that acts of service towards others fill your heart and make one feel useful and valued. Our safety patrol has shown leadership qualities, respect for other students and adults. They have overall an excellent attitude. They take their academics seriously and have proven to be reliable and punctual. In addition to being able to follow all school rules, they are an incredible group of students whose smiles radiate kindness and warmth, and I am incredibly proud of them. And so I think we'll take this time now to call them and give them their certificates. Okay, Safety Patrol, so I'm gonna call you by name. I want you to walk over to where Mr. Garrido is. You're gonna stop for a picture, and then you'll go back to your seat, okay? Emily Luna. Oh. So friends, line up. Make sure you stay line up right there. Neria Karanteng Barnes. Arham Adil. Autumn Lewis. Andrick Luna Limon. Oh, he's not here. Thank you. Isabella Castro. Kevin Vasquez. Not here. Christopher Perez. Angel de la Cruz. Riley Zoller. Corey Statham. Adriel Gozum. And Caitlin Grullon.
Just want to say congratulations to all the students. As you see, they're ready to leave. So with parents, I'm going to take 3-minute break. And if you'd like to leave with your students or your children, we can do it now. As they're walking out the door, we'll move into committee reports. We-
President Harms, I have a
Yes.
committee report.
Mhm.
I just wanted to give a reminder to my fellow board members that on Wednesday, there is a Union County School Board meeting. It'll be virtual. And then also on Friday, January 27th is a New Jersey State Board, New Jersey School Board Association meeting, which will also be virtual. There will be a lot of great topics and opportunity for collaboration, so I encourage everyone to attend.
Thank you. Any other committee reports? I would ask that the finance committee chair call a meeting to go over the budget. Okay. Committee reports, we'll move on to the superintendent's report. Mr. Garrido.
Good evening, Mr. Harms. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Harms. I really wanted to, as we begin our new calendar year and plan for our next school year, some of the things that we are focusing on at this point. And Ms. Anal mentioned, obviously, our instruction and our social emotional well-being of our students. But we're also making sure that our schools are safe and secured. Here in the school, actually here in the middle school, we are undergoing a project where our system, cameras and our intercom system, our paging system is being updated. That was a very antiquated and old system where some of the classrooms did not hear some of our security paging and alarms and things such as that. That's been updated. Robert Gordon will be next in line, so we're looking forward to that. New cameras have been installed all over our buildings as a safety and security of a building improvement of a building. Also, I'm not sure if you're aware or not, last year, towards the end of last school year, a new legislation passed where every school district and was signed by Governor Murphy, where every school district had to have a school threat assessment team. And really the focus of that team was to assess any threats, whether it was to a person itself or towards others. We are right now in the midst of training those teams. And the legislation starts or becomes effective in the 23-24 school year. So next September, when our students return to schools, there will be a brand new team. It's called a school threat assessment team, which is going to include the principal, psychologist, teacher, and many other stakeholders in the buildings as well. So we are focusing on that as we are building or creating our budget for next year. There are many different programs, instructional programs that we're looking at. One of the ones that stands out is our math program in kindergarten through 5th grade is going to be revised and updated, because we have to, do that every 5 years or so. Also, we are budgeting, for new technology. Some of our technology in the classrooms, the smart boards that we have in place and things such as that is aging out. So we are budgeting, to have updated and brand new, equipment in the classrooms as well. Also, we are presently and planning to enhance our support for CTE programs. Okay, our career technical programs in our high school, where students have better ways of learning, not only the academic programs, but also the technical and career programs. And at this point, we're into January. However, it does start, we do start planning for the New Jersey Student Learning Assessment that happens in the spring. A calendar will be out. I'm not sure if it's out yet on the website. It will be sent home. So you are aware when your child is going to be tested for the spring state testing. And Mr. Harms, that's all I have for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Garrido. We'll move on to the agenda. Under personnel, agenda items 1 through 11 and addenda items 1 through 5. 1, staff appointments. 2, staff resignation. 3, rescinding of staff appointment. 4, board member resignation. 5, high school and middle school spring coaches 2023. 6, change of assignment transfer. 7, mentoring. 8, home instruction instructors. 9, additional high school extracurricular advisors for the 2022-2023 school year. 10, district substitutes. 11, maternity leave of absence extension request. And under personnel, under agenda items 1, staff appointment. 2, district substitute. 3, rescinding of staff appointments. 4, additional lunch proctor personnel. 5, elementary proctors, 2022-2023. We'll have a motion.
The motion.
We have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on any item? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Vice President Paul Belmonte, Susan Carnstorm,
Yes.
Z Infante,
Yes.
Dr. Brittany Kirkland,
Yes.
Cindy Mago,
Yes.
Jennifer McCarr,
Yes.
Chris Monroe,
Yes.
Constance Quintella,
Yes.
President Harms.
Yes. Motion carries. Under education, agenda items 12 through 15. 12, harassment, intimidation, bullying incidents. 13, conference attendance request. 14, field trip request. 15, tuition agreement. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on any item? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Vice President Paul Belmonte,
Yes.
Susan Carnstorm,
Yes.
Z Infante,
Yes.
Dr. Brittany Kirkland,
Yes.
Cindy Mago,
Yes.
Jennifer McCarr,
Yes, with an abstention from 13A.
Chris Monroe,
Yes.
Constance Quintella,
Yes.
President Harms.
Yes. Under business, agenda items 16 through 26. And addenda, also with addenda item number 6 and 1 hand resolution. 16, monthly certifications. 17, approval of bills. 18, approval of minutes. 19, secretary treasurer's report. 20, disposal recyclable of books. 21, professional services grant contracts. 22, summer camp handbook. 23, 22, 23, Roselle Park Summer Camp. 24, use of buildings and grounds. 25, additional intern affiliation students. 26, approval, receipt of BCBA services, RFP, and award the contract. Addenda item 6, budget transfers, and the hand carried resolution I will read. This is a motion to award extraordinary Unexpressible Services EUS contract for insurance broker consulting and services to Syntrex Benefits in the amount of $74,410 for the purpose of purchasing health and dental insurance, providing health broker services and related for 1 year effective immediately, and that Syntrex Benefits requires expertise and extensive training to assess, design, and to create. And furthermore, the contracted vendor has a proven reputation for providing said services, and this contract is being awarded after solicitation of competitive quotes, which along with the specifications are on file in the board secretary's office. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on any item? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Vice President Paul Baimonte,
Yes.
Susan Carstorm,
Yes.
Z Infante,
Yes.
Dr. Brittany Kirkland,
Yes.
Cindy Mago,
Yes.
Jennifer McCarr,
Yes.
Chris Monroe,
Yes.
Constance Quintella,
Yes.
President Harms.
Yes, motion carries. We will move on to any continuing business. Do we have any new business?
President Harms, if I may, I just want to thank the community of Roselle Park for the ability to serve. I went through the school district myself and saw the amazing opportunities and was given so much as a student. And in the last 2 years, I've been able to see the vibrant, amazing, and inclusive and diverse community that Roselle Park is continuing to become. And I'm so grateful to my fellow board members and the administration for their support and encouragement and everything that I've learned in the last 2 years. So thank you so much.
Thank you, and we understand that you're moving on into Oregon for a 9-month stay in a particular play.
Yes, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival production of Rent.
Good, well, good luck, break a leg.
Thank you.
Okay, and hope to see you when you come back. Thank you for all you've done in these past 2 years. At this time, under new business, I will also mention that our next meeting was scheduled for Tuesday, February 21st. But as you all know, that's President's Day and the school is closed. So the board has decided to move the meeting to February 28th. It'll be noticed February 28th at 6 p.m. and it will be in the Roselle Park Middle School here. Oh, I'm sorry. So with that said, before we post it, I'd like to make a motion to move our Tuesday, February 21st meeting to the 28th of February.
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. So again, meeting is changed from the 21st to the 28th. With that said, we'll move on to the public portion. Anyone wishing to speak on any topic, please come forward, state your name and address.
Mark Fernandez, 114 Locust Street. Most people don't know a lot about our school board, who it is, who's on it, what it does, what it doesn't do, what it's supposed to do. And in essence, what it's supposed to do is work for all children in our district. It should be a group of unbiased elected representatives who have the children's best interests in the forefront of every decision they make. Unfortunately, here in Roselle Park, we have the opposite. We have personal agendas, we have grievances that rule decisions being made, not only on committees, but on the dais, not based on much other than a dislike or political narrative that's focused not on children, but on how individual board members will be seen. There was a time where 9 yes votes were heard for every agenda item because the issues were pre-discussed, but not anymore. Because there's no discussion, there's no debate amongst colleagues in the appropriate settings. Some of you ran on the voice of the parent. Well, your voice is not my voice. and I'm sure you're learning, you don't speak for anyone above the board. The committee assignments are unprecedented. You have first-year board members on committees that need guidance and leadership from seasoned board members, but it looks like politics in the forefront of those decisions now. You have committee members with indirect conflicts and decisions that come from those committees that we watch carefully. We have a 2-year board member who has been assigned to RG PTA who has never once attended a meeting, nor has even joined the PTA. So why would you assign her twice? As parents, we're watching and will continue to educate parents on the dangers of the currently constituted committees. I don't know who's running the board. I have a question that there are questionable decisions being made, but the parents are watching.
Thank you. Anyone else?
.253 McGee Ave, Gregory Johnson. Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm just here today just to say that, to introduce myself formally. I'm the
Greg, is the mic on? Yeah, it's on.
Thank you, thank you. No, I just wanted to say good evening and introduce myself formally. I sent an email to you guys, so I look forward to working with each and every one of you guys. And I'm adamant. I mean, I'm looking again. I'm sorry. I'm looking forward to working with each and every one of you guys. And if you need anything, please feel free to reach out to me. My email. All of you guys should have my email. And I thank you. Congratulations to those elected that won. I didn't get a chance to stand up here last meeting, but I look forward to seeing what you guys are going to do to help better the community and our kids. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Hello and good evening. I apologize ahead of time if this was discussed last time, but the middle school fields, I don't know.
Excuse me, is the mic on?
Is it better now?
Yes, speak into it. Yeah, thank you.
All right. I just want to apologize ahead of time. I want to introduce myself, Cielo
Oh,
Maria.
I'm
Cunha.
sorry, can we have your name and address?
Cielo Maria Cunha, 153 West Colfax Avenue. Thank you. Again, I just want to apologize ahead of time if this was discussed last meeting about the middle school fields. I know there was a problem years ago, but it's muddy, it's wet, it doesn't look appealing at all. I was wondering if we circled back to it to see what the problem was, or is there anything that we could do now to improve the state how it is right now? Soccer's really big. We want to show our town, show pride on it. So I was just wondering if we have alternatives, if we looked into it, what we could make it look better. That was all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anyone else? Seeing none, I will close the public portion. At this time, if there's nothing else to discuss, I will ask for a motion to adjourn.
For the last time, for now, I will make a motion.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone nay? Nay. Thank you and have a good night.